I don't know, it's always been special to me. I've always been a big Montreal fan growing up, and to play in front of my family and my friends, very cool to do it one more time.
Oh boy, is someone cutting onions in here? As Marc-André Fleury continues his farewell tour, playing his last game in Pittsburgh earlier this season.
Fans chanting his name.
Getting love in both Chicago and Vegas.
And what will be his last appearance here at T-Mobile Arena.
As the games keep ticking away, it's really hitting home. And boy, am I going to miss this guy. Truly a special dude. And tonight, as the Canadiens played host to the Wild, it marked the last big stop I was looking forward to in what was the final time Fleury, the Quebec native, would play in his home province. The same building in which he got his 500th win with Chicago on a night that he happened to record a shutout, which remember that. But yeah, during warm-ups, he got the rookie lap treatment to come out. Obviously, the locals were out in full force with support for Fleury, flowers, signs, the chants, the whole 9 yards. But beyond that, he had a solid night of goaltending between the pipes. The classic Fleury moments we've come to love, and there was just something magical in the air, as you could not have scripted this night any better. Because, on top of it all, he decided to go and make a little NHL history. So, let's get to it. Now, the game started a bit slow for him. Between missing the net and some good defense from the Wild, Montreal got just 3 shots on net all period. Dobish, on the other end, also wasn't too busy, but he stopped all 8 that he faced, which meant we were scoreless heading into the middle frame, where, finally, things picked up a bit. A nice stop through traffic here, but on the other end, Dobish would lose his stick, Ogren with space, and he'd score. His first, as the Wild would finally break the ice. Just 2 minutes later, it's a 2-on-1, and it's Rossi who would score. Jack-Eye overcommitting here left Rossi all alone, as he'd make it a 2-goal game. And while they only got 5 shots actually on net, again, a bit of a slow period, with 7 to go, it's Anderson cutting, and Fleury with the poke check. Turning back the clock for the pad stack poke. Beautiful. Seconds later, it's Slavkovsky backdoor, as he would ring one off the pipe in a sequence that was just vintage Fleury. The patented love for the post, I love it. But yeah, the Wild just do such a good job of smothering teams, getting in lanes, blocked 13 shots through 40, meaning that the man of the hour was now just 20 away from another huge shutout in the Bell Center. But not before Montreal would finally get it going, giving Fleury the chance to shine, and boy did he ever. Started to put on a clinic, and then how about it? A tremendous acrobatic stop. Again, vintage Fleury kicks it out, meaning going the other way, of course they would. It's Shore firing one past Dobish for their 3rd straight unanswered, as he'd give the nod to the flower. I mean, how many times have we seen it? And from here, Dobish decided he'd show Fleury he's got game 2, a beauty by the young man, after which the Bell Center would pay tribute in an incredible display of love. I mean, I can't imagine anyone was rooting for anything but a shutout at this point. Well, except for the Canadiens themselves, I suppose, as they did try. They pulled Dobish with nearly 5 to go and went to work. But again, no open lanes. The only thing I wanted was for Fleury to attempt the empty netter, imagine. But instead, it would be Gaudreau cashing in, as he'd about put a cap on things. And with the crowd taking him home as time expired, he would secure his 76th career shutout, meaning 20 years after recording his first as a teenager in Chicago, he now recorded that 76 shutout at 40 years of age, becoming the first in NHL history to do it. As just what a night. And in a show of class, the cherry on top was the Canadiens greeting him at center ice to show their respects, even St. Louis and the coaches, as you just gotta love this game. I literally could not imagine a more fitting way for him to cap off his playing days in Montreal. Hockey is going to miss the flower. Now, again, just quickly, I'm trying to make a push to hit 100,000 subs this season, so if you aren't subscribed, make sure to do that, as I'm going to do an NHL jersey giveaway when we do. But that's going to about do it for this one. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.